such a great pleasure for Lisa and I and the kids to be here on this wonderful occasion, to share the simcha with Zeb and Rachel and family. Before we start, I just want to let everybody know that Zeb asked me to keep my speech under 3 hours, which I'm going to try to do, but no guarantees. I don't know if this person, I wanted to briefly, before I start, just, we live in Israel and the opportunity to be here and be able to offer a karata tov and thank you to somebody who deserves more than words can say. I couldn't pass up the opportunity. I don't think he's here, but we'll pass the message along anyway. The Chachamim famously tell us that there are 3 partners in creating a person, and they are not referring only to physical creation: Hashem, the Father, and the Mother. While this is clear to us, it is also clear that it must be talking about a case where there are no other major influences that the child encountered during the course of their life up until adulthood. It is equally clear that were we talking about a case where there were other major influences in that child's life, they would also be named as sharing in the process of creating a person. The structure of our world today is such that children spend more waking hours at their school than they do at home. As a result, the school is inherently a partner in their creation. In my career, I have noticed that the adage, "the culture comes from the top," is scarily accurate for organizations of all types. The personality, the values, the behavior, the meaning, they flow from the top, whether with or without intention. This holds equally true for Yeshivat Noam. Noam is a place whose values and environment are steeped in Tov, in Midot Tovot, and Derech Eretz, and that is a reflection of its leader, Harav Hagler. The idea that additional partners can be named in the creation of a person has crystallized for us over the years as we watch our children grow, and we can perceive the impact that Yeshivat Noam has had on their upbringing, their midot, their connection to their people, their land, the Torah, and their mental well-being. And for that, we are profoundly grateful to you, Harav Hagler, for the environment you have worked tirelessly to create, for the incredible Mesirat Nefesh you have invested over the years, for the sake of our and so many other Jewish children. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Okay, Daniella, let's you and me talk, okay? Let's forget all these people that are here for a few minutes, and we're just going to have a conversation, just me and you, okay? Ari, you can listen in if you want, but don't tell anybody. Okay? I wanted to talk to you in a way that reflects the fact that you are now an adult, and also knowing that you are mature for your age and comprehend things that are beyond your years. When Hashem kicked Adam and Chava out of Gan Eden, the Torah tells us he regretted creating the world. Of course, since we know he's perfect, if he regretted creating the world, he wouldn't have created it, so it can't mean that. Perhaps what it does mean is that he understood what his people would have to go through in order to repair the mistake of Adam and Chava, and he recognized how hard it would be. But what we have to remember is that since he created the world anyway, it must mean that it will be worth it in the end. So Daniella, it's only fair that now as you become an adult, you know that it is hard, that life is a struggle, that we are here to struggle with ourselves. We are here to be mitkaper, to gain control of ourselves and our impulses. That process is hard, it's difficult, and it's messy. We will find ourselves struggling with the same things potentially for years, feeling like we've made no progress at all. That system is by design. Why? Because it's intended to allow through only those that really want it, that really want to succeed in life, to do what they were sent here to do, that really have earned the reward that is intended for them. Mi aleh bahar Hashem, umi yakum b'mkom kodsho. Neki kapayim uvar levav, asher lo nasa lashav nafshi, v'lo nishba l'mirma. Who will go up on the mountain of Hashem? Who will arise in this holy place? The person who did not swear falsely when he gave us the soul. So what's the difference, the true difference, Daniella, between those who will be able to say after 120 years, I did not swear falsely when I accepted your chelak elokam imam, the piece of yourself that you placed in me, and those that will squirm when they are before the Kisei HaKavod, and all the layers have fallen away, and they are spiritually naked before God? The answer may be simpler than we think. It is contained in the statement, Sheva Yipol Tzadik, 7 times the tzaddik falls down. We often think that the tzaddik is a person who was born with unnatural strength, and because of that strength, they are able to get up where others don't. The reality is that that is not actually accurate. It is not that the tzaddik has some special ability to get up 7 times where the regular person can't. It's that the tzaddik is a regular person who got up 7 times, and that's what made him a tzaddik. How did the tzaddik do that where others failed? The answer is when the tzaddik fell down repeatedly, when he found himself working on the same thing for years without moving a millimeter, when he fell down again and again and again, he did not draw any conclusions about it. Meaning, when a regular person falls down repeatedly, when he finds himself working on the same thing without seeming to make any progress, he concluded it was impossible. He decided, I am who I am, and it's not meant to be. That seems to be a logical conclusion based on the facts in front of him, but the tzaddik believes otherwise. He believes, and then ultimately he understands, that life is somewhat of an illusion. Falling down repeatedly and failing repeatedly at the same thing is not at all an indication of failure, at least as it applies to spiritual matters. As we said earlier, this system is by design. Failure, falling down, working on the same thing over and over again. It is meant to weed out those that don't really want it badly enough. It is meant to only allow in those that can see past the illusion of failure and understand how the system works. So, Daniella, I realize I may have painted a fairly intimidating picture of the life that's ahead for you, but I'm here to tell you that you are both ready for it and you are fully equipped for it. Rav Nachman Breslov is said to have once said, the day you were born, if I stop, it's because I have something in my eye. Winter allergies. The day you were born is the day the world simply could not continue to exist without you in it for even one moment more. You are here in this world at the exact right moment, born to the exact right family, in exactly the right place. All the challenges in your life are predetermined, and you have been given the exact right tools that you need to not just overcome them, but turn them into good. If you don't mind me talking about you for a moment, ever since I know you, your essence shines with gentleness. I can recognize it because there is a familiarity to it. You may have noticed that there are many mitzvot of our Creator that are used to describe Him. Hashem ish milchama, Hashem shemo, Rachum, Chanun, etc. But to my knowledge, nowhere is He openly described as gentle. While we may be tempted to think that's because He's not gentle, I'd like to suggest that the reason is because His gentleness is hidden, accessible only to the select few who can make it past the palace gates, beyond the illusions, to make it inside to the interior of the palace. So, Daniella, the Chelak Elokam Mimal that was selected just for you. It came from the inner chamber, from the Kodesh Kadashim. And in granting you this unique and special Chelak, you are being told, you'll know exactly what to do with this. When I see you taking care of your siblings, even from a young age, with an inborn understanding of how to do so, and with the gentleness that comes from the inner chamber, it is clear that you do in fact know exactly what to do with it. So even though I still have 2 hours and 45 minutes left, with this I will close. You might be wondering, given how challenging the process is that we described, what do I do when I get stuck, or when I fall down and I can't get up on my own? The answer is in the parsha we just read. When Yitro joins Moshe in the Midbar, he observes that Moshe is standing from morning till night, advising Bnei Israel on their questions and issues. He says to Moshe, Lo tov hadavar asher ata aseh. What you're doing is not good. He recognizes that Moshe has found himself in a situation that is not good or healthy for him. He tells him, Ki kaveh mimcha hadavar, lo tuchal asahu levadecha. This thing is too great for you. You are not able to do it alone. Even for the person who is the very personification of Chachma, the one that spoke panim panim Hashem, Moshe did not realize that the situation he was in was not good for him, and it took someone external to help him to realize that he was stuck. And who was the person that helped him out of this place? It was a parental figure, his father-in-law, Yitro. So when you're stuck, Daniella, as you will inevitably be, when you fall down and you can't seem to get up on your own, you have the ideal people to turn to who will meet you with ahava, and that is your parents. It's not just that they love you. It's they themselves are able to say, Lo nasa lashad nafshi. I understand the oath that I took when I came into the world, and I have not sworn falsely when I accepted my own chelek elokam imah. They themselves have gone through their own experiences of Sheva Yipol Tzadik. They understand with great clarity that they are here to be mitkaber. They meet every challenge head on. Sometimes they fall down, but they always get back up. And that, Daniella, is why they will be able to help you. Because they have walked the path of hitkabrut before you, and can guide us to the process and how to come out the other side, shining with the great light that you possess, standing proudly before the Kisei HaKavod, able to declare, Lo nasa lashad nafshi. Mazal tov, Daniella. We believe so strongly in you. We love you, and we're so proud of you.